access to open the keys to the gate, he decided to make a play, you know. So now the gun is pointed on him, but he got his gun holstered. But by him having his gun holstered, he's trying to get easy access to this weapon. So he decided to pop his little thing that holds his gun in there. So now this here is being noticed and this here is being heard, so he gets shot, you know, for the move that he was making. So after that was done, he decided, you understand, now to cooperate. So but now the bus going up, holding the driver, you understand, he's zigzagging, but now they got an escort truck following them, going to the court bill. You follow what I'm saying? So now with this escort following, now apparently he knows something that's really wrong, that's really going on this bus. So when we decide, you understand, to get off the bus, after the guy gets shot, he decided he want to open up the door for us and let us off the bus. So when we come off the bus now, we got shotguns and we got pistols. So now the guy in the escort, you understand, he see what's going on, so he jumps out the escort and he started firing. So we empty our weapons, you understand, at him to get him at bay. So we got that done. And so happened, you understand, we got out at the Pentagon intercom, there was construction workers out there. So there was a car in front of her, and there was this lady that she was, I guess, a maid for this journey. And she was like going to the Pentagon, I think, to pretty much pick her up. I think that's what the evidence came out of court. So anyhow, we commanded her car. And the guy, you understand, that was driving the car, you understand, you know, we had to like, you know, not try to bring suspicion on ourselves. We were trying to ease on out of Virginia on into D.C. as smooth as we possibly can. But somehow, never, you understand, the construction workers, when the police showed up, gave an identification of the car that we was in. So now we're driving through Fairfax, Virginia, trying to, you understand, get into D.C. So, you know, we're taking our time. So this so happened, I guess the APP went up about, you understand, the vehicle that we was in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So there was a police sitting in the side street, and apparently, you understand, he picked this up. So he picked this up and pulled it behind us, and he put on his light, his red light. He said he didn't get out of his car. He put out his red light, you understand, for us, you understand, to stop, I imagine, to get out the car. So I told the driver, I said, look, I said, go ahead and pull off and see what he do. So he pulled off, and stopped again at the red light. So he stopped again behind us and still doing his red light for the pull off. So I told the dude, I said, look, I said, here's what's gonna have to happen here. I said, I'm gonna get out the car. I said, I'm gonna light him up. I said, when I light him up, I said, we get in the car, I said, we're gonna have to take off, right? So I get out the car, fires down on him, right? So he ducked, we knock all his windshield out, all this kind of situation, and we take off in the car. So by that time, it's early in the morning, the commute traffic, the highway is stacked up with traffic. So we get on the shoulder of the road, running about 80 miles an hour. But now when we get to Westmore Raw Bridge, a Red Bill rock, you know, that the bridge is anchored on and everything. But now we running about 80 miles an hour. So the guy that's driving the car, his nickname was Blow. Anyhow, I said, well, look, man, we got to get back on the main highway because the bridge was coming. I mean, this thing was coming and coming fast. You know what I'm saying? So that was a little space. I said, and we driving Cadillac, I said, man, you got to get up in there. First spot I said, you got to get up in there. So he jacked the car up in there and it hit another car and jacked it up on the bridge. So we get out, you understand, the car. You see what I'm saying? And we take off down through the woods, right? With the area. So I see a clearing. And I figure, you understand, that once we break that clearing, you see what I'm saying, we can continue, you understand, our escape episode. So one of the guys, he done got shot. You see what I'm saying? God rest his soul. He done got shot. So now we dragging him along through the woods and try to get to our next move. So when we get to the end of the clearing, it ain't nothing but Potomac. Now this here is like pretty much in November, December, and the whole river is frozen over. So now we ain't got nowhere else to go. You see what I'm saying? Now we hear sirens coming from Maryland, out of D.C., out of Virginia. So now they're lined all the way up on this area. Now they're on the bullhorn because they know we down in this wood. And so they asked us to come out with our hands up, etc. So my man who got shot, he was on the way to bank robbing and whatnot, but he was on the way getting to court. And the only thing that we got now left for our artillery is a midnight special. So now he want to go ahead and say, man, like, I ain't going back. They gonna have to kill me. You see what I'm saying? He said, I'm gonna shoot, man. That's how I'm going down. So we had to spend a great deal of time talking to him and let him know, say, man, there's gonna be other opportunities. You need not to throw away your life right here. Say, there's gonna be another opportunity, man. He said, man, like this here, you understand, we done lost this one here. You know what I'm saying? So after we talked him out, they told us, say, well, come out of there with your hands up. You see what I'm saying? So we decided to back out the woods with our backs to them and whatnot, you know. So as soon as they got us, you understand, handcuffs and whatnot, they turned the German shepherds loose on them. The dogs did all they could to us, you understand, before they pulled the dogs and whatnot off of us and whatnot, you know. But that was a failed escape attempt.